Hello and welcome to my workbench review video. So just recently I built a new workbench. It consists of a 2x4 and screw construction. The whole concept of this workbench is designed around this board right here. This is a standard piece of pretty much just particle board, 2 foot by 4 foot. It's sold as white vinyl. I just used the back side of it. Usually you can find this next to like the pegboards. So if you can find where the pegboards are sold at, like Home Depot, you usually find this board pretty close to it. And I like it because it makes a nice sacrificial surface, so you can get oils on it and you can scratch it up and you can just replace it nice and simple. I have it held down by these 4 screws over here. I just found them. Next time you should probably buy ones that will mount flush to the table, because these do stick up, which is not the best. And then what keeps this board firm is the half-inch board. Really, it's I guess half-inch plank. I bought this 1 foot by 8 foot cut in half, and you can run the halves side by side to get the length and width. The problem is that this stuff is recycled. So they just get their pieces of wood and they glue them together. So you save a few bucks. So I thought that was kind of cool until I found it over here. You're missing out on a complete inch, because these boards are sold at 11.5 inches, not 12. I'm out an inch on the end, but the surface can handle that. So there's the white vinyl that you're supposed to be using. Nice and pretty side. And so the rest of the workbench, this is the tabletop surface. So everything else is just 2x4 construction, pre-drilled with 5/32 drill bit. So I'd say just this pre-drill over here at this area be solid. Over here I tried with the countersink. I bought a 3/8 countersink. I found they're not really needed. I'd also be wary of when putting in the screws over here, that once when you put in your legs, you don't run into any screw collisions, because that happened to me, and that's not fun. That's why this side is over here, so that you don't have to see all my trials and errors on the far side. Torquing down the screws is enough to get them nice and flush. We need to countersink or else to go, and I find a little too deep. Although, if you like that look, then by all means. To really pull the workbench together and to get nice and sturdy is, you need to really have like a frame at the bottom. So you have a frame on the top, and then you should also have a frame on the bottom, because that keeps all the legs together so they can't bend and flex and try and jiggle on you while you're working on whatever project you may be doing. So yeah, always make sure you link the legs together. Other people will put a secondary shelf in, but I don't think I have room for that, and I don't want to mess around with cutting a shelf. So I just ran these 2x4s around the perimeter. And then of course for accessories, I have a little hand vac. So that's pretty handy. And a neat little power bar. Heavy duty. Neat little thing. You can access the fuse on top. It's pretty cool. And that's the workbench. Highly recommend. Everyone should build a workbench. Everyone should have one. Really, this allows you to do so much more things. Now I should note, building a workbench like this doesn't have to be expensive. You can build this in British Columbia, Canada for $45. 10 bucks for screws, and then 35 for just 2x4s, planks, work surface. So yeah, for less than 50 bucks, you can have your own workbench, and it should pretty much last forever. So yeah, once again, highly recommend project.